Hi everyone, this is Neel Raithatha, consultant, audiologist and director of ClearWax. Thank you for joining me in my latest video using the WAXscope. And here we have a patient who attended with bilateral fully occluding, really hardened, dried wax keratin, which were plugs which were matted. And I initially attempted microsuction. I've just put some olive oil spray in the patient's left ear, but this was somewhat cemented and solidified against the patient's ear. You can see all that force I'm applying to trying to separate this from the posterior canal wall. So I'm going to revert to manual instruments, and this is a whopper of a plug. I've got some still images at the end. So when we first developed the WAXscope, it was initially only designed for microsuction. It was a bit of a technical challenge of how to insert manual instruments because there just wasn't the working space when you have a design such as the WAXscope. However, that's when we developed the angled manual instruments, which are working unbelievably well, not only with the WAXscope, but it's also my go-to instruments now when I'm performing endoscopic earwax removal. So it just makes the use of manual instruments far, far easier. And I used the Curette there, almost like a spade, first of all to loosen it from the posterior canal wall and then get in and behind it. And we've got a great view of this patient's eardrum. This is the view of the eardrum is not magnified by the app, it's the actual magnification provided by the WAXscope. So the left side was a bit more matted, but similarly, this wax plug was really solidified, cemented. It's a lot of skin content. We know that by the reflections, which can occur when you've got loads of keratin. And here's a few more hairs that are matted up against the wax. So here I decided to use the Rai Angled ear hook. So we're going to go over the top, and I'm going to just rotate my wrist to get in and behind. I'm going to slowly bring this forwards and out of the ear. So this is also quite a sizable piece of wax and keratin. There is some residual keratin that's matted at the roof of the ear canal. So I'm going to initially use microsuction, but I eventually used the forceps to remove this. In essence, this procedure was performed solely with the use of manual instruments. And this is where, as a clinical ear care specialist, it's really important that you're not solely reliant upon microsuction, because quite often you're not going to be able to remove wax. If you're just using microsuction, you're going to have to revert to some manual instrumentation. So it's just too adhered, too matted. So I'm going to reach out for the microdual forceps, and we're going to get a good grip. We're going to slowly pull that away. And then we're going to visualize this patient's eardrum. So I'm just tucking in the right-hand side of the speculum, just past the second bend. And that's the patient's right eardrum. Again, you can see the hammer bone there. You can see the texture of the eardrum. And so this is the plug from the patient's left ear. This is the larger of the two. And then you're going to see the right one side by side. So the right ear is top left and the left ear is bottom right. You can see just how much hair and dead skin's involved. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Take care, keep well, and speak soon. Bye.